This is BBC One. Now, the 6 o'clock news with Anna Ford and Jill Dando.
After the long campaign, the moment of truth as the country goes to the polls. Many places report a high turnout as the sunny weather encouraged the voters. As the airlift continues in Zaire, Nelson Mandela says he's ready to chair peace talks. The mother who went to prison after she failed to persuade magistrates to jail her son. And how the genetic engineers produced a mighty mouse. Good evening. Millions of people have been casting their votes at the end of the longest general election campaign this century. With much of Britain basking in the warmest weather of the year, many areas are reporting a high turnout. The electorate of 44 million people is choosing 659 MPs, 8 more than in 1992. There's a total of 3,717 candidates contesting the seats, more than ever before. And there's a record number of women standing, 685 in all. The polls close at 10 o'clock tonight, and the first results are expected before midnight. Duncan Kennedy reports.
With the family dog Lucas at his heels, Paddy Ashdown was the first of the party leaders to vote today at his local polling station. Mr Ashdown is hoping for a significant increase in the number of Liberal Democrat MPs returned to Westminster. A relaxed-looking John Major also arrived early to vote near his home at Great Stookley in Cambridgeshire, aiming to extend 18 years of Conservative rule. The Prime Minister later went on a tour of party offices to give final words of encouragement to constituency workers. In the North East, a shirt-sleeved Tony Blair made voting a family occasion. Posing outside the voting station, the Labour leader hopes his party has done enough to topple the Conservatives. But the normally well-oiled wheels of Britain's voting system haven't been turning smoothly everywhere, though. In Nottinghamshire, this Ford Fiesta had to be turned into a voting booth after the polling station keyholder overslept.
It's standard procedure. We are instructed to do this when the building itself isn't open, or use any other available space that is around. But the car was a more private place for people to vote.
In Warwickshire, it's not been Ford Fiestas, but Morris dancers to add colour to polling day. A musical accompaniment clearly getting electoral approval here.
It's very good, yes. I mean, it's you get up early and you come up here and a bit of entertainment. It's wonderful, yeah. Lovely day.
Much of Britain has also had a lovely day. Here in Edinburgh, as elsewhere, turnout is expected to be high. But for many voters, including those in London, there's relief the campaign is finished.
Just glad it's all over, and then we can put our viewpoint over. You know, whoever you think gets in, gets in. But I'm glad it's all over.
I personally didn't feel it was too long-winded, but towards the end, as I said, it got perhaps a little bit too much.
In Belfast, levels of security are always high at elections. But because of the recent threat from the IRA, contingency plans have also been put in place on the mainland as well. A total of about 44 million people are eligible to take part in this general election. As more and more get home from work, there's expected to be another surge in voting this evening. The polling stations close at 10 o'clock. Half those voting also have the chance to take part in local elections, but the first general election results are expected by midnight. Duncan Kennedy, BBC News.
Nelson Mandela says he's ready